Do you know that with no knowledge whatsoever on purse making, you can achieve this exact purse as it is like this? And if you can watch this tutorial to the end, I promise to give you tips that will help you overcome any form of challenges trying to make this purse for yourself. Any kind of mistakes, the commonly mistakes that are made by beginners. These tips will help you look out for these mistakes and guide against them so that you cannot make them and you achieve your results. So let's get started. These are the things, the very basic things that we need. Okay? Very basic things that we need. This is magnets, ring connector, ring handle, and all. So this is a light interface. Some people call it gum stay. Light gum stay. So you're going to measure 8 inches in length. This gum stay is on fold. That means it is folded into two. 8 inches in length. Okay? And for the width, we are going to be measuring 6 inches. Being that is on fold, when you open this width, it will give you 12 inches. The length is 8 inches, the width is 6 inches. So we come in by 1 inch. We just want to give it a beautiful curve. So this is what we got. This becomes our pattern. We will be needing an extra piece of this gum stay, this light gum stay or interface, making 2. So we cut it out like this. And this is a hard gum stay or hard interface. We also need 2 as well. You get this where tailors are getting their materials. We need 2. We have 1 down and we are going to be cutting the second one. So this is it for interface. So this is a velvet. This is suede material. Yes, it's a suede material. We are going to be tracing it out. We need 2 pieces of it. You can as well use a velvet or any other fabric. You can use sequins, any fabric that looks beautiful, that you feel will come out well. Sequins will do well. Velvet will do well. Okay. So we are cutting out 2 pieces of the suede material. So this is our strap. You cut out your strap. A width of 2 inches and a length of 8 inches is perfect. So this is our lining. You can use a bag lining gotten from where they are selling bag accessories, or you can use a satin. Alright, or any other lighter fabric that you may have that matches the color you're working with. You can use it as well. So we are folding it into 4. We want to be able to cut out 2 pieces at once. So the folding is into 4. So that when we cut it out, we cut it at once. So we are retracing it. Make sure you hold your scissors very comfortable and you position yourself very comfortable so that cutting will be easy for you. So this is what we got here. We have all that we need at this point. So this is a hard interface. Just 1 piece. You're going to gum it to the main bodies. So you repeat the same step to the other main bodies. Hard interface, gum it also. Alright. Depending on how your fabric is, if it's very light, you can decide to make that hard interface too, to get the thickness that you want. If you want it very thick and your fabric is light, you can make it too. So the light interface goes to our lining. Alright. So we have our things put together. So now we are going to sew our strap of 2 inches in width and 8 inches in length. We'll sew it and flip it out like a belt. Watch this tutorial to the end and I will give you tips that you look out for. that will help you overcome the commonly made mistakes that beginners used to make. So I'm measuring 3 inches. I need 2 pieces of it, 3 inches in length. That's 3 inches in length, 2 of it. So here we have our ring connector. You put it in. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. You put in your ring connector. Okay, so this is our magnet. You're going to open it. We are going to be using a soldering iron, a tool called soldering iron. You get it where tailors are buying their materials. So we are going to punch 2 holes. This tool has been plugged to electricity and is very hot at this point. So you punch out 2 holes, fix in one part of your magnet. Okay, we want our purse to be able to magnet, to be a clutch. That's why we are doing this. Push it in one side of it. Pay attention to what I'm doing. You will understand. So this is what we have at this point. This is what it looks like. All right, so we'll repeat the same step to the other side. After stitching the end point of this strap, you put it together, stitch it, and you keep it aside. So that is the other side of the magnet. You know, a magnet has 2 sides. So you're also going to use the soldering iron, punch 2 holes carefully, 2 holes, making sure it reflects at the back. Place it aside, and once you're done, unplug it and keep it safe so it doesn't burn anything because it is very hot. So you still fix this other side of the magnet and press it down. Stitch the end point of the strap. This is what we have. You see it? It is magneting. Ensure that it faces each other, opposite direction. So now we get our main fabric. We put in our zip. Put in our zip. Ensure to get a zip from where they are selling bag accessories. The measuring zip size 6 with the head size 6. Measuring zip size 6 with the head size 6 is perfect. Get that zip. It makes your purse look more beautiful. After fixing your zip, you place your lining on it, zip in between lining and main fabric, and you sew. If you need a tutorial on how to fix a zip head, we have it on our platform. So now you are going to bend it in or flip the lining in, and you top stitch very neatly. If you are a complete beginner that don't really know how to sew in a straight line, you can skip this step and just iron it very well. So you repeat the same step to the other side. You flip and top stitch. Make sure when you top stitching that you top stitch on a very straight line. It is very important. So now it is well top stitched. So now we are going to be attaching or fixing our strap, making sure that the magnet point is facing down to the zip. Very important. If you fix it up, you've made a mistake. Magnet has to be facing to the zip. Can choose to stitch the end points together to keep it secured. Then you fix the second part of the strap, making sure the magnet part is facing to the zip. So this is what we are going to be doing. We are going to start sewing. You're matching both the lining and the main bodies facing each other. You will sew round, leaving an opening in the lining side, leaving an opening of at least 4 inches in the lining side. You need that opening to flip out your purse. Very important. Remember, I'm going to give you tips that you should watch out for. When you're making this purse, be very mindful of those 2 things, because if you're not mindful of them, you can make a mistake that will make you start thinking of losing your purse and starting afresh, and I wouldn't want that for you. So stick to the end and I will give you those tips. So now we have sewn round. We want to flip out our purse. Flip it out gently through that space that you left. Make sure you poke out all the edges. Give it a nice press at this point, very nice press. And you come and seal your opening in the lining parts. We have a more detailed training on Telegram that takes you step by step on how to make more sophisticated and luxury purses. If you want to take part, you can leave a comment. It is not free, it is paid. So now this is what we want. See me how I bend the shape. It's looking beautiful already, right? So this is what we got. We are going to fix in our ring handles. Okay, fit it in very well. And our purse is coming out beautiful already. So this is what we got at this point. You can choose to leave it like this if you're a very simple person that don't like too much drama. Even though the actual design is not too dramatic, you can also choose to hold it like this. So this is a rhinestone sticker. All right, it is sticking. You will detach the paper in the middle and it sticks very, very well. I got this, I didn't buy it within, I imported it along with other things. So you may want to skip this because you will need to buy it from a very far place, right? And you will not want to buy just this one for them to deliver it to you. You may want to buy other items. So this for you, if you don't have it, is not compulsory. All right, unless you really want to have it, you really want to buy it, or you can improvise. Look out for an applique that you can use your gum, applique that is not so hard, that can just go freely like this, that you can use your gum, hot glue gum, if you have it, to just, this is hot glue gum on my machine, electricity gum that you use to just attach that all around neatly, very neatly, in a way that it will not stain your purse. Or you just skip this step You can just skip this step. So this is what we have at this point. Our purse is looking at all beautiful. Then again, if you have done this step, you can still choose to leave it like this, and it's already beautiful. So I'm going to put in some pieces to give it a form. I want to see the beauty come out in full. You know, when you put something in a purse, it has a way of pulling out the beauty completely. I used to put fiber, but most people complain that they hardly find fiber. So sometimes I like to do the work without fiber, so they will know that you can also do it without fiber. So this also are imported, right? This and many other accessories that I use. If you really want to get them, you can let me know. So that is how to fix it. This is called acrylic rings. So I already fixed this one. It comes in pieces. You couple them according to the design that you want. All right. It comes in different pieces: gold, black, silver, and also different colors if you want in colors. This is how it comes in packs, small packs. So this is how we are going to be fixing it. When you fix it here, just attach it to your ring connector. It's as simple as that. You can also use a chain. If you don't have this, you can use a chain. It's fine. So our tags and all. And this is the end of this tutorial. Looking beautiful. So these are the possible challenges. There are two: a mistake and a challenge that a beginner is likely to face. So let me explain to you. You see this point where you are fixing this strap. Number one thing you should look out for, ensure it is facing down, like I said earlier on. And it will be very hard. So you're going to use your hand to roll your machine to pass that place. Then you open your zip. It is very, very important. If you don't open your zip and you sew around everything, you are going to lose that purse and start afresh. Ensure that you open your zip before you finally sew around your purse and seal it out. Ensure you open your zip. And if at any point a part feels thicker, use your hand to gradually roll. Look at how I'm rolling this point. It's very thick. Very, very thick. So use your hand to gradually roll past it. If not, it will keep breaking your needles, especially if you're hitting any iron there, either the iron in the magnet or the iron in the ring connector. So guys, share this video. I love you all. Bye.